It's coat, hoodie and long sleeve t-shirt weather today, boys. It'll be long before we're busting out the old scarves, which I can't wait for. But it is officially winter. Love winter, absolutely fucking love it, it's great. But it is cold, so I've got to wear like the wind. Maybe I should bust out my gloves again because my hands are getting a bit like wind bitten, you know. Had an interesting shopping experience today because I used the like quick scan shop thing. So as you go around, you scan the shopping, put it in the bag straight away, so you don't have to like put it in a trolley, just put it on a belt just to bag it up later, and then you just pay for it all on one go and you just walk out. It's great. Friggin' loved it. I had to go on my own because Laura was giving blood, so I went to go do the shopping, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking try this thing. I see it there all the time and it's pretty good. I'm a big fan. I'll show you that next time we go. Let's just watch Circle, and thank friggin' God Kate's not gone. But my lord, are half the people in it really friggin' irritating. Today at work, so few people were in the office that the lights kept turning off. And I had to keep waving my arms back to keep the motion sensors to make the lights go on. So it's literally just fucking me sat on my own on that side of the office, living the dream, boys. Yeah, otherwise I went out for I went a little bit shopping at lunchtime because I'm not napping currently. I was waiting today because Laura needed to go give blood. We needed to like run things really quickly today. I was going to get into it tomorrow. I was like, I need to go do something at lunchtime because otherwise I'm going to climb the walls. I need to like, because I'm used to having a 30-minute lunch and a 30-minute sleep. Having an hour-long lunch or not just drives me up the fucking wall. So I went out for shopping, and rookie mistake, because I'd never been asked if I'm alright so much. Just every shop I went into was empty except for me and all of the staff, who basically all lined up at every corner, and as you walk around a corner, they're like, you alright? Damn. But I've been looking for a coat. Always on the lookout for coats. I saw a jacket I liked. It's like this, but waterproof. It's not quite like this, but it's like waterproof, and it's got like nice little different coloured pockets and stuff. And I like it, but it's very expensive. Too expensive for a jacket that I kind of like, kind of don't really think would suit me. And what else did I see? Oh, and I saw another hoodie. I need to get a new one of these hoodies because it's like fraying at the edges. Which I am getting one for Christmas. I get one for Christmas every 2 years. I saw another hoodie that I quite like from All Saints, so I may wait until they have their sales. And I'll be like, oh, I might pounds on that. Because it's like a light grey. But the problem with the light grey is you normally look like an absolute tramp. Like an absolute friggin', you know, you see people in their grey tracksuits. Fucking, God, like an absolute reprobate. So therefore I've always stayed away from the colour grey. Also I wear, obviously, black or grey jeans all the time, so you can't just wear grey, you have to have a different colour, but I don't like my purple one anymore. I feel like it doesn't look very smart. This doesn't look smart because it's battered, but otherwise I think it does. Someone's broken in there. Broken into like a shop window. Staff are in there at the moment, but like, goddamn Bath of all places, could you believe he said that? I'd lived up north for 18 years of my life and never had anything stolen. Came down south and had 2 bikes stolen. So, live the dream, boys. Ain't all it's cracked up to be. I've got some meetings this morning, which I don't mind, so I'm a bit worn out. Still, again, I don't know which is the correct word to use there. So I could do with just like 2 hours of just like queuing deployments, talking about requirements for things that we're going to do still. You know, my lord. Otherwise I've been thinking about like what it is I'm going to put on all my websites on the bus on a little notepad instead of longboarding. Mainly because trying to dodge traffic, but that seems to be frivolous since every single route into Bath at the moment has roadworks on it. So, deal with it basically. That thing while Laura's in bed and I'm trying to like sneak around to try and find things like my camera, which I could have sworn I put on the bedside table when I put my phone to charge when I came home from work. No, it was in the living room, right next to where I just stood up for. Into here, close the door so that I can vlog without interrupting him too much. Fucking bang it, don't I? As I close it, it's like, I was in a bad place today, man. Like a proper bad place. It's not good at all. It was a come home, put pyjamas on, and just mope kind of day. I don't know what's wrong with me, and it's really getting to me because I hate it about myself, and I'm so unproductive that I just don't care about anything. And it's just like, it's not even drilling away, it's like I'm being smothered. by just a fucking really heavy blanket. It's just like, fucking die, Jamie. I just can't like pick myself up, basically. It's driving me up the fucking wall. So yeah, meeting in the morning, didn't work all day. Came home, pizza, and then watched TV. I did some programming. Again, like, for example, I did some programming. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to figure out why I couldn't get some fucking JavaScript running on my page. Because the render scripts thing only works for the view below it. God damn it. It doesn't work for like nested stuff, so I was doing it on like my main layout page. And I have two layout pages. So I have a layout page and then two sub-layout pages, and then the pages themselves, and then I have a partial view where the JavaScript actually is. One, definitely can't have it in the partial view. Didn't know that. Now I do. Moved it up a layer, and then it still wouldn't work out to bounce the fucking JavaScript rendering thing down a load of layers. That pissed me off. Like an hour and 20 minutes of Googling, everyone's like, yeah, it should work if it's like that. I'm like, fuck, it's working though, is it? So, there's that. God damn it. Trying to be cheery today. I'm trying to be all upbeat, happy, all about a positive, happy mindset. But I really don't want to go to work today. God damn. And the worst thing is I just want to curl up into a ball and do nothing. And my fucking mental state is just fucked. Look at these little swannies, look. Hello. The big ass lock up there, mate. You're not going to get through. Dear oh dear. Come for a little wander about at lunchtime. I feel like I have to go for a wander at lunch. When I'm not napping at lunchtime, an hour feels really long, you know? Because normally I have a 30-minute lunch and a nap. And you'll be amazed how good a fucking nap is at like resetting yourself for the afternoon. It's a lovely day as well. Otherwise, I had my sandwiches in the office, and I've been looking at computers and computer parts. I think I've decided what I'm going to go for. I'm in an RN over Ryzen versus an i7. I think I'm going to go Ryzen because it means I can get faster hard drive, which is more likely the issue, faster RAM and more of it. I'm thinking Ryzen 7, a blazing fast SSD, terabyte, blazing fast, like the fastest you can get basically. Hybrid drive as a backup drive, 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte main drive. Ryzen 7 said that. Motherboard obviously to make it all work. 32 gigs of RAM, 2 times 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM. A 1060 graphics card, don't really care about that. 1060 graphics card with 6 gig of video RAM, but basically 1060. I only want like a good middle of the road one for that. I don't play games on this computer. And another day has dropped by, ladies and gentlemen. Been smashing my way through some frickin' styling stuff. Has been doing my absolute nutting. I'm trying to look into CMS things. It's not really a problem at the moment, but it's going to become one. I need to figure out a solution for that world, basically. Without spending an awful amount of money and or killing a shitload of time reinventing the wheel. Because I feel like my GraphQL blog engine thing isn't going to be the answer to that. So yeah, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else to report from today? I don't believe so. Listening to the Candice and Casey podcast, Casey Neistat podcast, this morning on the way in, and they talked a little bit about burnout, and they hit the nail on the head. What it's about is uncertainty. Like, a month ago I was like probably as productive as I've ever been, right? And a month ago I knew what it was that I was doing, and I knew how to get there. I was able to like not think and not worry about any of that, and then focus on that and other things. Now there's so much kind of like uncertainty in the air that anything that isn't certain kind of like vies for attention, I guess. And that's what the problem is I'm so focused on one thing which is like unpredictable that it's knocking other things, you know? And it's all about that, I think. I've been fighting this for a long time. My thing. I feel like I might need to, I could probably benefit from talking to some kind of therapist, or like career coach, something like that, you know. Explain my train of thought a little bit better. So about a month ago, I was fine. I was like as productive as I was going to be, and then there was like this kind of two things happened at once. This shift happened at work where we were aiming for a deadline which is kind of still a tiny little bit fluid, although more rigid than before. That's taken up a lot of brain power. But then also at more or less the same time, I decided to speed up, decided to shift focus ever so slightly with the stuff I'm doing at home in order to run into that 3-part thing that I was talking about the other day. Finished the first part, still chipping through the second part, that thing. Because that thing is so much quicker and so much less predictable, I got it into my head somehow that whatever the outcome of that is going to happen more or less immediately. And it's not going to happen, like, I'd be lucky if it happened this side of Christmas. Basically what I'd done is tricked myself into thinking that what I'm doing now is more uncertain than it actually is, you know? And that's like chilled me out a bit. And that's the problem. That level of like uncertainty was making me drop motivation, it was making me drop passion, I guess, for the things that I'm doing now. Because I'm like, well, anything could flip up on its head in the next month, but it can't. So, chill out. Otherwise, I've decided to come out for a walk for my entire lunch instead of just half an hour. And I've decided to come to this park, which I used to come to. Team got Atlas up and running with like with Surface Fabric and whatnot, mainly because I wanted to see how much. I need to change the battery on this. Just to see what the processing power was like, and how it was like being threaded around when I was using multiple microservices. Because my theory being that the more threads I have, that's the more multi-threaded shit we can do, the more multi-threaded stuff advantage I get, basically, from a Ryzen rather than an Intel chip. And I discovered that the styles that I'm using for my website are bleeding over onto this website, and it looks trash. Mainly, it's changed the fonts, mainly. And god damn, I think it's because they're the. It hasn't changed anything else. I'm assuming it's because it's in the global. It's in the global settings. I need to move it into a different set of settings, I think, to make it out. But dang. Yeah, so Atlas is now officially up and running. It's been ages. I haven't had it up and running in a goddamn long time. So now she's fully up to date with the laptop. What do I need to do? I need to figure out the GraphQL thing that I'm trying to figure out, which is sharing a resolver across abstract child classes rather than the base class. I always get confused. Yeah, the parent. Yeah. Been a productive evening though, ladies and gentlemen. Been productive. Trying to get things up and running again, because I've got to literally spin up all the microservices because I don't have any users in my database. So I've got to create all the users, which means spinning up the email service and the party one and all that kind of crap. And my lord. Good fun. Bedtime. Productive. I was productive that. So when we get up in the morning, I'm going to carry on making my site rather than thingy stuff, because I need to push forward with that. Still be my number one focus. Should be my number one focus, but swiftly followed as well. What I'm going to have to do is get stage 2 at a point where I can chip away at it slowly. So I haven't started it yet because I'm kind of daunted by how much there is to do in it. I need to be able to chip away at it slowly when I've got like the odd 10 minutes here, there and everywhere, and it's not worth programming. So I need to get into this bed quick, get as much of this duvet as possible, because I always wake up with none left. It's also 11:15. The circle is not helping my sleeping pattern. No waking up last night, and also lay in. But I didn't wake up till 7 this morning because I didn't have an alarm set for 6. And I completely... what I did is I woke up at 3. I normally wake up at 2. Woke up at 3, came downstairs for a drink, and then went back upstairs to bed. And then do not remember anything from that point on. I don't remember anything from 2. Neither does Laura. God knows. Partially staying home today anyway, because we're getting a delivery for a oven thermostat, and I didn't want to miss it. That being said, so that was like the main reason I was going to say, but obviously waking up an hour later than normal has a detrimental effect on how early it is you can get into work. So I was like, okay, let's work on that. Be partially making the most of this kind of stuff anyway, because the working from home for over the next 3 weeks or so is not going to be as easy. Yeah, so anyway, I've come downstairs for a cup of tea. I'm trying to figure out it's one of the things where like I had something working and I was just like writing the automation test. The automation test is failing. I'm like, why is that failing? And it's because of something that I had working ages ago, and it's just like, it's gone. Yesterday lunchtime I was meandering around a really nice park in Bath, living the dream. Today I was putting the washing out. This chunk of work that I've been doing, I've got the PR in. I put the PR in and then I had a horrendous merge with someone else who's also been working in a similar area. Broke it all, put it back together and fixed it. I did the worst possible thing, which halfway through a rebase I started to fix it, forgetting that I was in a rebase, and I was like, why is this thing not appearing? Turns out I've not done any of that stuff. So that was bad. Otherwise, the thermostat's here, which is good. Don't feel like I have the technical expertise to put it in though, that's the problem. Otherwise though, I did just now come up with a new game while I was waiting for my tea to boil. I was boiled now, so I've got to get back to work. But, so, oh, I don't think you've ever seen me from that. Wait, hang on boys. I need range. So, you get a ball, right? And then you like, throw it that way, reach for it, throw it that way. Oh shit, bad at it already boys. Right, okay, so what? You throw it that way, reach. Oh, fucking hell, I can't even do one in a go. I just did a good run in the hall. It's because I'm in here, there's not as much room in here. That's my excuse. So you go like that. Oh, oh, oh. See, I'm more ballsy on that side, but not on that side. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey! Oh man, does that look as cool as I think it does? It definitely does look as cool as I think it does. God damn, do I have spidery limbs. Jeez. Better place, though mildly closer to the kettle, which I've just boiled, might be here. Right, so it is quite close to the kettle. Oh, not already too far. Hey, 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 hey. You've got to reach as far as you possibly can before you try and catch it. That's the fun bit. Oh, fucking hell, I've gone loopy-loo, Jesus. And a successful day is over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, god damn. I'm not going to be waking up early tomorrow. Well, I'm going to be waking up early, but I'm not going to be waking up at like 2. Because the circle is just fucking with me. The circle finishes at 11 o'clock every day. And I can't live on 2.5 hours sleep at night. 3 to 3.5 is more my ballpark, you know? So, now like 11:30. I can't just fucking wake up in 2.5 hours. Bear in mind I'm not even in bed yet. That's mental. Yes, otherwise we've had a productive day. I'm thinking I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to start again tomorrow. Has enough happened in this video? No. Do I have something I can title this video? Probably not. But I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you